Hey everybody, how's it going? I know I'm back. Um, I don't know. Sometimes I get like that, a wild hair, and I'll come back. I might not be on for very long. I might show this or play this and then just be over it. I just want it so that you guys could hear it. I'm not putting out any of my calls with law enforcement, but I did. There's still some people, for some odd reason, who seem to think I just made up me in communication with law enforcement here recently. So I'll show a screenshot of the voicemail where you know how you an iPhone it types out the words. I'm not gonna put out the name of the detective. Obviously, you'll be able to hear his voice, and you might be able. I don't know. Some of you might be able to recognize him, but it's not that big a deal because it's just a voicemail. So, but let's give it some time. We'll just talk here for a little bit. Let me see. You remember when I emailed TBI earlier this month, or was it earlier this month or the end of last month? It was a callback, a callback in response to that, and which is rare because I've sent in plenty of tips in the before and never have got a call back. It's very rare. Usually they take your information and that's it. So that was, when I had this voicemail, I got this voicemail and unfortunately couldn't get back a hold of him till the next day. So I was all like nervous because I was like trying to make sure I said everything correctly and all that. And I saw in chat in a different case, they don't answer tips personally. So this is really good. Hey, Luminous, Bella. I didn't put any proof out of Andy on the road, Lucky Lou. I don't know what you mean. I don't think I know what you mean. It's Tiffany Marie that says she has is in possession of some kind of. Now, I have proof. I have law enforcement's words that say yes, but I'm not putting out my call with law enforcement because I know these people are just going to twist it anyways and not take it as proof anyways. So what's the point of me putting it out? The only thing that's going to work is absolute surveillance, absolute proof of him on the road. So I just decided it's best not to put the call out, and because it's not. All it would do is piss off law enforcement and possibly just cause issues and drama. So, but I have Tiffany made a post recently saying that she has seen proof of him on the road. I do have proof from law enforcement that they know about it. But that's it. I don't have. I do not have surveillance. But you know what? One of these days it will be there. I know it because especially the way information has been coming out now. And I did go into PG's for a second, and of course, she never ceases to disappoint. I go in there, and within the first minute, I hear complete made up stories about, here she is. So she brings up a screenshot of Laura. Well, first of all, she tells this whole background and adds a whole bunch of different details about how Fred came to YouTube a few days after Summer went missing, like this whole big spiel, which was completely untrue because Fred never came to YouTube. I went to him. And even after the first time I went to him, we didn't hear again from him until 6 months later when I went to him again. So these people are full of shit, because even after his first call or first interview was put out, that he didn't know when he didn't know I was coming, I had a hard time getting a hold of him. I was trying to get a hold of him. I complained about that all the time, how hard it was to get a hold of him. And if you wanted to talk to Fred Hill, you're going to have to go there. He did not go to YouTube. So I don't know why PG is saying that. And then she goes on to say something about the Crusher, and puts out a screenshot of Laura saying something about, or she tells this whole background story of how it was like a whole, like that. None of this was in these texts. Okay. And it says, which we made it there on time or something like that. Well, one of these days, guys, we're just going to have both them on panel speaking on Laura and Fred, so that you guys can hear from Laura herself why she said that, like if she got confused, or why if she was purposely trying to make Fred look bad, or what, or if she was confused because they went to the scrapyard all the time. So instead of focusing about the fact that there's another YouTuber now coming out saying that they have seen proof. So this is a third YouTuber that I know of who has come out and said they've seen proof of Andy being on the road. Surveillance. But still, we're going to go back and we're going to bring up the one discrepancy that we've had with Fred that came up, and keep focusing on that, and paint Fred as a liar, so we won't believe him when there's surveillance. When surveillance doesn't lie, that's a lot different. But that's Summer's channel. God made that channel. Yes, I did, Pink Lotus. I did send it to her and ask her to send it to Chris McDonough. That's true. I did, but I hear he's not getting involved with anything when it comes to, like, this was news to me. I didn't know. I just heard that he didn't want to get involved with the Andy's on the road stuff. I guess he said it a long time ago, and I didn't know that. But yes, I did. I told you guys I'm doing everything I can. I put that on here. I said I did. I said I contacted Mary. I thought I said that on here. Maybe I didn't. But yes, I did. I was trying to get a hold of Chris McDonough for advice. Yes, because that's what people were telling me to do, and I thought it was a good idea. You know? So here's I don't know how long I'm going to be on here, like I said. So December 2nd, 2024 at 11:43 a.m. I had a voicemail. It says, Miss Hill, if you give me a call back sometime this afternoon, that would be great so we can hopefully clarify what you sent in. Thank you and have a good day. Okay. And, oh, no, you're fine. It's fine. You can ask me that. She thinks that anyway. Oh, what do you mean? Thinks that anyway. Okay. Here, I'll play it, but let me make sure it's at the right point because I don't want to play his name. All right. You guys might recognize the voice, but I'm not going to say yes or no if it's who it is because we don't need anybody freaking harassed. But this is only one of my correspondence. You know, a voicemail. It's not the actual call. Mary was dropped a link from PG. Oh, yeah, there's nothing to talk about really, except I asked her to contact Chris McDonough. That's true. Hold on. It doesn't matter. There's nothing wrong with her saying that. She can put that out there. Maybe she was just trying to confirm that I mean, if I'm going to tell Chris McDonough that, obviously, you know, if they're questioning whether Fred is telling the truth or not, you know, it's just, yeah. So, you guys, here we go. Let me see. Which one's my. I'm not sure. Hold on. All right, here we go.
Sheriff's Office. I received this number from CBI tip line on a Summit Wells tip. Miss Hill, if you could give me a call back sometime this afternoon, that would be great so we can hopefully clarify what you sent in. Thank you and have a good day.
Hold on. I'm going to put it back at the right spot. So that's it. That was just all I was going to play. It's a show. I read people's messages. It's okay, guys. Calm down. It's fine. It's fine. We'll be fine. I didn't want to put out the name or put out names, but like I said, I wasn't going to say yes or no who's talking. Because, you know, it doesn't, I'm just showing proof that law enforcement seems interested in what I'm sending them. And this was just December 2nd of 2024. change already. You probably just don't want all the drama. I don't know. I'm not sure. Like I heard somebody was saying a little bit earlier that he had said a while back that he wasn't gonna get involved in something like the Jody Sue Andy stuff. Thank you, Sue. I mean, if Mary shows what I sent her, it just proves more that I'm telling the truth. It doesn't prove it. I mean, you know what I mean? But I know people like to gossip, and I know all about the misinformation. It will get changed around, I'm sure. But yeah, so I emailed Chris McDonough, and I didn't know the best way. I've tried to email Chris McDonough before, like a few times, probably in over the years, and it's really hard to get a hold of him. Like, the ones that are a hold of him are the ones that were able to get a hold of him when he first got his channel, and that's it. He has a big following and he's a busy guy. So I tried messaging him and his wife on Facebook. I messaged his wife on Facebook. I don't think I messaged the interview room Facebook, but I emailed him, and then I sent the same message like I emailed him to Mary and asked to send it over to Chris if she could. And she just said that she didn't think Chris was working the Summer Wells case, that she would send it. Yeah, this is why people were trying to accuse me of not even sending it. Like I just make up, type this stuff out, and you know what I mean? But it is interesting. The thing that I found interesting, guys, about that is that at first it bothered me at first, because I'm like, why am I emailing TBI and getting a call back from Hawkins? You know what I mean? That was kind of weird. Andy is in PGs now. Oh, God. He waved at me for the first time in over a year. Who did? Oh, Lawson. I see what you're talking about. So, but here, I'll play it one more time because I don't know how long I'm going to be on here. 1 second. Okay, here we go. One more time.
County Sheriff's Office. I received this number from TBI tip line on a Summer Wells tip. Miss Hill, if you could give me a call back sometime this afternoon, that would be great so we can hopefully clarify what you sent in. Thank you and have a good day.
Well, they did email. I mean, they did email, and the initial email was just telling me to file locally. Andy is everywhere. Yeah, I think he didn't know if he didn't know what to call me either, whether to call me Miss Hill or Miss. It's easier to say Hill, so. But yes, I knew, I always know what to expect when stuff like this hits the internet, it's people go crazy, and I'm pretty much over it, I think, for a few days now. I think I'm pretty much done talking about things, about all this drama and stuff for a few days, to be honest. Wouldn't be surprised if I know let people talk and discuss it, and people are going to talk shit, and some people it might open some people's eyes, the ones that are actually here for the right reasons and looking for answers. There's going to be some, it doesn't matter what you show them, they're always going to have something negative to say. There's someone in JC's chat going by Fred Hill's baby Kara. I know, that's funny. But is she still over on panel, or what's going on? I marked out the name. That's what I marked out, and I started the voicemail right after he says his name, because I don't want to put the detective's name out there. If people recognize the voice, that's fine. But you know what I mean? But I just didn't want to put it out there. So I crossed out the phone number, the last four of the phone number. And I crossed out the detective's name when he first answers. Because I've learned usually I wouldn't have thought to think anything of it or really much of it, but I mean, I didn't have that phone number until he called me. I had never seen that phone number. I'm sure it's out there, but is she up? Is still up on the panel? hold on. Let me, oh my gosh, this person saying I'm always, oh yeah, I'm not once asked for any, oh my God. I'm just seeing what there are what was going on over there. All right, guys. Sorry, I was just seeing what they were talking about. Yeah, it's fine. Like, I don't care. See, anything I send outside of YouTube, I always know there's a chance might be put out there. So I have to be prepared that whatever I send, I have to be prepared that it could be put out there. So anything that gets put out there, it's totally fine because I always am prepared that it might. Say Andy and count to 3, he will appear. Still talking about Fred though, calling him a liar. That one user channel gone. See, I notice anytime that I say something bad about PG, which I don't go out of my way to talk bad about PG, but when she comes up, if I'm asked, yeah, I am going to say like she's not an honest person. And I have seen her intentionally put out falsehoods. And she's intentionally doing it. I've heard her even ask me specifically to lie so I would get more views. And not get along. She does that because she knows it will get her more views. That's her favorite pastime. I mean, that's what she tried to get me to do to her. She just thinks I can handle it and stuff, and so she's just and it gets her views. But no, I'll never. PG is not for Summer. Or she would take things a little bit more seriously, or a lot more seriously, starting with telling the truth. But anyways, I tried. Oh, I don't think I showed you guys this. It's still not completely dry. It's my frog that I made. Taking the mold off. Let it set like that. Can't pick it up. I want to show you guys, but I can't move it. It needs to sit. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much. I knew I wouldn't be on here long. They all hid in the bush this night to get content. That's okay. It's okay. I don't know. It's going to be really difficult for them to wiggle out of explaining certain things once certain things come out, it's going to be really hard for them to, I think they're watching so they know how to plan their next lie, you know? What do they need to lie about next, you know? My daughter made a sparkly mess of my molds when she was trying to make a frog, but she didn't she had no idea what she was doing. And I didn't know she was messing with the stuff. And she, you know, for those who have messed with resin, you have to, well, the kind that you use, like the regular kind that you just set out and let set, it takes several hours. Oh no. I just noticed that this part of his leg is screwed up. That's okay. Who's on Josh's panel? Chris McDonough? Bless the Lord and cuss you out in the same sentence. I don't want to bother. I'm afraid to bother Josh. You know, I don't know if he really even likes me. Because there's some things in the past, you know. And with all the lies and stuff that's gone around, like, I don't know. I'm sure he looks at me like, I don't know. I just have a feeling some of these people just, it's sad, but they won't deal with me just because they don't want to get, harassed. I don't want to really, I just feel like I don't feel like Josh would. But if any of you guys are friends with him and he's interested, yeah, tell him to email me and let me know if his number's the same as it used to be, his phone number. Because I think my phone number is different than what he would have. Huh? Yeah, it's wet at the top though, but I don't know if that's from the stuff that Caitlin used. I'm kind of wondering if that's what it was still in the mold or something.
It probably was.
But I'll just let it sit and overnight and see what happens.
You can cap it with UV.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cap some with UV on part of it. But see, I was trying to make it.
It turned out good. It almost looked like it about glow.
I know, that's what I was thinking. It would be good with a night light underneath, you know, those lights. That's what these things are for. You put a night light under it and the triangle lights up real pretty if you put pretty colors in it and stuff. It does like that, you know, kind of like this. But see the sparkles in it? That's from Caitlin. I didn't want that to be in there, but that's okay. I can make another one.
That's why I did set up, because there's some still left in the mold.
I'll make another one tonight.
Too much Part A in it.
No. Could be what Caitlin just used, probably just Part A. That's probably what she did. She probably used the whole bottle and just poured it in there and not think. That's probably what she did. So, but yeah, it's pretty under the light. Here, let me see if you guys can see. You can't really, not that well. It's a mess here, but the sparkles, though, here, this is, see how it, when you can't see it, dang it. It lights up real pretty, colors pop out. I have different colors in it, like tie-dye. It's hard to see. But the sparkles on it are because Caitlin used the mold, but I'm gonna make another one just like it, but this time it won't have those sparkles because it's cleaned out now. I couldn't get them all out. See how it's yeah, so here's the mold. Still has some freaking,
You get some alcohol to clean the molds and stuff with.
is that what will get it out really good? Huh. I don't want to, it still has some sparkles in it that I want out of there. Because turn it inside out. I see a lot of them turn them inside out to try to clean them and stuff. That works pretty good. But yeah, that frog took 24 hours to set, but yeah, there's part that didn't. Cleaning out this mold. Okie dokie. I think I got this mold pretty well clear so that we can make one, and it will be, I can try to contact, I don't want to put anybody on the spot like that. Hey Annie, did you get your thing yet that I mailed you? I don't want to put anybody on the spot. I don't want to just ask him while he's live. Oh, let me go wash my hands. That stuff is like a sticky mess. At the top. But yeah, I need to get back to reading my cards anyways. That's really how I make my money anyways, and need to take some time away from all this. I've got my point across. I've got everything out that I can put out at this time. I just don't know what else. When I'm laying in bed at night, that's when I think of all my ideas on what else I can do. Yeah, that's what I could talk to ICU, but I just see. Mary told me that Chris isn't really covering the Summerwells case anymore. And then somebody else said that he had said a while back that he didn't want to get into the Andy stuff or something like that. Yeah, you did write something about a vape in here. I was like, what the heck is she talking about? That's funny. Anyways, guys, everybody have a good night. I'm going to get it off here now. Talk to y'all later. If I can hit end stream, now it's acting stuck. Okay, here we go.